So, welcome to another What If Life of Silver has something, and well, nothing better than the present. Uh, in the day, still the same day. In the day that I'm recording this, I uh, I had had to put my hamster to sleep, or in this case, decided to put it to sleep because, well, the little fellow was at the time healthy enough, but he had a 3 centimeters tumor in his cheek, in his cheeks. So I really wished it was something stuck in it. Well, it is stuck, but uh, it was not food stuck in there. And well, the the doctor was surprised that I only discovered it. Yeah, there was something wrong with his cheeks on Friday. That Friday. So not the Friday this one the week recording, but the Friday before that. And was a little too late to call the doctor because they were closed on the weekends. And well, remember, like I said, our little fella wasn't really suffering. He was feeling a little skinny and sleepy. I was drinking a lot more than usual. But the latter two, well, could also be the weather. It was very hot. Well, like I said, we decided to do put the little guy to sleep because, well, in a month tops, the little fella would be in excruciating pain. So, in case you're wondering, the I named my little hamsters the like dictators. So a really small man in history. Well, this time this was Genghis Khan. The previous was Mao and Attila and so on. Attila, what was the before that? Was that Bonaparte? I'm not sure. I think so. Before that we had Castro. Or did we? No, 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 no. Before that we had John and Richard, and then Castro, and then one without a boat was Torben Oakenshield, and well, then I believe it was Lenin, and well, Lenin was the very first hamster that put in the tradition. Then that before him was the last female hamster I hold, Yoko, and then three that I shared with my sister. So it was Lutin with his French folk gnome, and Kinky, and Frodo. Frodo was the first hamster, and in case you're wondering, we had it before that. We had a guinea pig, Snoetje, with very original name, I know, because that is Snutsy. And well, and before that we had a cat called Mikash. So yes, I'm very, 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 very old. But moving on. So we decided. I decided to go on with the next list. The last time in this list I did the Lewis Lane version, which wasn't. But in this case, I really had. But before that, I did Grudgeable and Borat. Grudgeable was the Atom, and Borat was the Ultra Humanite or the Gorilla Grodd. To be honest, those two are not really the same. Well, both being gorilla bodies. Now, but we're going with the supporting cast of the Blaze of Silver version of Batman. I was wrong with my assessment that this character was older than Alfred, so I should have. But no, no backsies. We're going with Philip Wayne, the uncle of Bruce Banner. No, that's the Hulk. Bruce Wayne. Weirdly enough, Philip Wayne was created in Earth 1, which was and later got his own version in Earth 2. And if it is your first time watching What If, what am I doing? So, da, 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 da. In this case, he was original. He was created in the 1969 as yeah, as Yoko, so the brother of Dr. Thomas Wayne in Earth 1. And well, was the one that raised Bruce Wayne. Yes, the butler raising our would-to-be hero was yeah, only a thing in yep. Was only a thing in the New Earth. So after Crisis of Infinite Earth in 1986, I presume. But let's be honest, probably more 1987. Of course, Alfred is older than that, but his role as his foster parent was only established around that time. Thomas Wayne, Reymond Wayne apparently had no Earth, new Earth version of himself, but was reimagined in the terribly 52 reboots as the sister of Bruce Wayne's mother, sister, the brother of Bruce Wayne's mother. So, and while he wasn't the father, he was, in other words, he was also an uncle of Batwoman. The Blaze of Silver version of Batman is called Hatchward. So instead of a madman dressed up as a bat, it's a madman dressed up as a hedgehog. And well, Hatchward isn't really a millionaire. He is an attorney. So he's more daredevil, uh, but not blind. Usually attorneys make can be making quite a dime. So Mr. Band isn't really that that poor, and well, like his like the original, his father was and mother were gunned down by a criminal. In the 52 or Earth Prime was hmm? Hmm? There we go. He was well, like his other was running Wayne Enterprises before Bruce Wayne came by age on age. It was more believable in the original two Earths. Let's be honest. If you had the brother of the CIO, or you're the brother of the CIO's wife, yeah. I take it that Martha had quite some stocks in the thing as well. But, I find it sketchy. So in the Prime Earth version, it really makes Philip obsolete because it made an excuse to declare Bruce dead until he can invade. How do you manage that? And was manipulated by the Red Hood, which was the that would be the Joker. Who was already the Joker in the time. I don't know, and I don't care because Primate sucks. Okay, not that I'm really I like Batman, but I'm not really a fan of the comics version of him. He's too Stewish for me. Or sorry, Gary Stewish. Sorry, he's too Stewish for me because he's a man. Yeah. So that's sad, but like I said, that's the the Hedgeworth, so the Batman of the PlayStation Silver version, has no need of a butler because well he's attorney. He can make a real dime, but yeah. Reymond Bend, sorry, like I really want to go with the silver version, but that needs some more information from the yes the Philip Wayne version. Philip Wayne was traveling a lot, so Bruce Wayne some more of the house help in, or in this case probably the maid in the Wayne Manor, which was the mother of Joe Chill. The Earth 1 and Earth 2 murderer of the Waynes. It's a small world after all. Not that she was accomplished. Sometimes, no matter how you try to raise your kids, you don't have fully control over them, and so, or maybe to have too much control over them and they gravel and become criminals. Yeah. So now back to the Blaze of Silver version. I decided to make him also, yeah, maybe I should have used a sample of. No, fuck off. What the? What happened? How did I? Ah, I was drawing lines, not the fill command. In this version, the bands were murdered because of the uncle. Not that he orchestrated their death, but because Reymond Bend, in this case, was a secret agent. So, I'm not too familiar with DC Universe, but it could be a version of Mr. Stone or something, which was more a Charlton character. He's so plain looking. Well, that's probably one of this. So likely Edward never would get his hands on the killer of his parents because his uncle already did it. So let's say Raymond's brother was also an attorney. So he tried to push his nephew into the same profession his brother had, because despite the final the result being an attorney was still a safer future. Come on, now I want to make a Maxwell Lord character out of him. Ugh. With Maxwell Lord, I mean the uncorrupted version. Now I want to make a campus or checkmate version of, or if people are more familiar with Marvel, the Shield version. I like the drawing here. Was the original, of course. And here you have the updated version. Same scenario. In a way, the same look, as you can see the mustache here. It's also only, it's good to use some color here. But this Philip looks a little bit harsher. With this likely and here we have an older version. Which I really should emulate some. Nope. I hate what I did there. Which just means I need to have another one. Save. So we go with Thomas Wayne for the brother, of course. Then there will be Bent because that's the last name. Thomas. Well, not Captain Scott, Thomas steam engine, but uh, Tom and Jerry. Yeah. John. John Band will be married Jonathan. Jonathan. Jonathan Band. Martha Wayne. What will be? I don't care. The Secret Service. Let's go with the Suicide Squad. Task Force X. So really need some translating solutions. It's old. I can't write. Solution. Solution C. So if A and B, if plan A and B fail, there's always solution D. I'm going to make a solution D file because they're digging around. So you also remember, I'm not a Doctor Who fan, but it really looks like a Doctor Who character a bit. Duplicate. So he was raising the son of his brother. Is that? But he had to travel a lot. But in this case, he wasn't. In this case, it was a lot poorer than the original versions. So he likely. Now we have a Spy Family version. ah, okay. I made Lord Forger now. Okay, but he was traveling with his. What was deep necessary, and left the kids at times. With the people he trusted, and well, most of the people he trusted were very capable persons who were martial artists or engineers, and well, Little Band was a very curious person. And that's the School of Hard Knocks created a very talented nephew out of him. So, So, yep. Reymond Bend. That said, Reymond Bend is not a person. Everyone thinks he is. He's a bit like the Crimson Guard series of Cobra. There are a lot of secret agents running around in that world that have the same face as him, so he can be really easily replaced. And in this case, it's the other way around. Reymond likely died so many times on paper that the superiors think that the original one is already dead and his replacement is running around. With has happened, but he always bounced it back. Which makes the secret story a bit hard to swallow for Ashford. He is a very intelligent man, but he can't figure out that his uncle is a secret agent because he usually takes his uncle is replaced by an imposter and try to get him back. Happened a few times as a kid, happened a few times as a teenager, and happened a whole lot as Edward. It's so boring. Despite being a secret agent, he is very protective of his nephew. It costs him to get back home, even if it can compromise his mission. In this case, his replacement. Unlike his nephew, he already figured out that Hedgewood was his nephew, but he never put it on paper. In the next scenario, that his replacement will be getting his hand on it. And so he also never saw it to Hedgewood. already getting in. Of course, Reymond has a lot of names, but not many faces. Of course, in the town they are in, not many have that same face, but more than you think, because people are stupid. Especially these people that think that they can recognize people in an. Oh, I don't want to strike me. Oh, solution D. With this backstory, Reymond likely has many ties with other superheroes. Well, I'm done with this one. If I would be doing another one, we will be doing the villains. And, well, it will be a Green Lantern villain now. And no, it is not Tal Sinestro. We're going with a Golden Age villain. A villain you probably never heard of. Vandal Savage. But that would be a few months between that. Hour out.